Like someone said that I looked pregnant or something, and that'll just trigger me to just starve a little bit, just stop eating.
What happens when the world's biggest pop star faces relentless body shaming while her love life is dissected by millions? As Taylor Swift battles vicious online rumors, from pregnancy speculation to cruel attacks on her body, Travis Kelce steps in, revealing just how deep his loyalty runs. But can support from a partner drown out the noise of an unforgiving internet? Or will the pressure to stay silent push Taylor too far this time? Let's unravel the storm that's threatening to break her. Taylor Swift has weathered countless storms, be it criticism of her music, scrutiny of her love life, or invasive media coverage. But the latest wave of online hate has struck a painfully personal chord. Body shaming, always lurking in the shadows of fame, has now taken center stage, casting a dark cloud over her Eras tour and relationship with NFL superstar Travis Kelce. The attacks, as brutal as they are baseless, began with whispers, but soon escalated into a full-on digital assault, dissecting her body with cold, cruel precision. It all started when a viral video of Taylor performing in a red onesie began making rounds on X, formerly known as Twitter. The footage, captured during a high-energy concert, sparked a frenzy of speculation. Was she pregnant? Had she gained weight? Was that a baby bump? Or simply the normal fluctuation of a human body? One user confidently commented, "She looks like my wife at 15 weeks, igniting an avalanche of gossip that quickly spun out of control. But when did we start confusing normal bodies with scandal? Supporters quickly rallied, pointing out that not every curve or change in a woman's body should be dissected or deemed suspicious. Some argued she might be on her period. Others suggested she'd simply gained a little relationship weight. And why shouldn't she? She's in love, thriving, and on a worldwide tour. The backlash against the body shamers was swift and loud, but the damage was already done. With several months left on her international tour and thousands of miles separating her from Travis, the rumors only grew more feverish. Yet neither Taylor nor Travis addressed them publicly, allowing the whispers to swirl unchecked. In the absence of truth, speculation filled the void. Taylor Swift's body has been under the microscope for over a decade. From her slender frame during the 1989 era to her more recent fuller figure, every change has sparked headlines, threads, and judgmental memes. In her 2020 documentary Miss Americana, Taylor vulnerably revealed her struggles with body image. She confessed to starving herself after reading nasty comments, obsessing over every calorie, and punishing herself for not fitting a fabricated mold. She never labeled it an eating disorder, but the behavior, meticulous food tracking, over-exercising, and guilt spoke volumes. Why do we praise women for shrinking until it hurts them? Despite her efforts to live a healthier life, Taylor continues to be the target of body policing. If she's thin, she's too skinny. If she gains weight, she's letting herself go or pregnant. There's no winning. Her story mirrors the experience of countless women whose worth is measured by the scale and who are expected to maintain an impossible standard. Then came a particularly vile post. A user on X uploaded a side-by-side comparison of Taylor, one from her 1989 era in 2014 and another from a 2023 concert. The caption read, "Imagine you win the Super Bowl and now you gotta go home and clap this." It was a direct jab not just at Taylor's looks, but at her value as a partner to Travis Kelce. Fans erupted in outrage, calling it cruel, miserable, and a disgusting attempt at humor. Another viral meme took things a step further. In a doctored image from one of her concerts, a handyman was edited into the scene, holding a spirit level against Taylor's backside, mocking her for supposedly being flat. What some might dismiss as edgy humor was, in reality, a demeaning joke that reduced one of the most powerful women in entertainment to a punchline. When did being funny become an excuse for being cruel? The meme creator tried to deflect criticism by claiming their page was just for laughs, but backlash came hard. Fans and mental health advocates alike condemned the normalization of body shaming under the guise of meme culture. One reply struck a chord. There's a difference between being a meme page and being a bully. If you think a joke about someone's body is harmless, you've clearly never felt the sting of one. And it wasn't just Taylor under fire. Travis Kelce, known for his athleticism and laid-back charm, became a target too. After shirtless beach photos surfaced during their Bahamas vacation, trolls labeled him as having a dad bod. Despite his elite performance as a Super Bowl winning athlete, his physique became the subject of ridicule. Apparently not having a six-pack was now a crime. Even more offensive were the racist and sexist comments questioning why Travis was with Taylor. One user mocked his dating history, saying his last 3 girlfriends were black and broke, and now he's with Taylor for the money. Others accused him of chasing status, not love. Why is it so hard to believe that 2 successful people might just genuinely love each other? Travis, known for his upbeat personality, addressed the body shaming on his podcast New Heights with his brother Jason. During a playful segment about postseason weight gain, Travis acknowledged putting on a few pounds, laughing it off with good humor. "We're in the same weight class now," he joked, but beneath the laughter, the message was clear. Yes, he'd gained weight, and no, he wasn't ashamed. Psychologist Carly Dober later commented that society is far more comfortable joking about men's bodies than women's, often brushing off harmful remarks as harmless teasing. But the damage is real. People forget that body shaming men can be just as emotionally destructive, she explained. Taylor, meanwhile, kept mostly silent, choosing grace over retaliation. That's always been her default mode. But when she does respond, the world listens, and sometimes it explodes. Her feud with Kim Kardashian is a perfect example. Years of public tension boiled over into her music, most recently on her surprise double album, The Tortured Poets Department. Among tracks shading ex-boyfriends Joe Alwyn and Maddie Healy, one song stood out, "Thank You Amy." The capitalized letters in the title spell out KIM, a not-so-subtle jab at her longtime nemesis. The lyrics cut deep. Taylor paints Kim as a bronze spray-tanned statue threatening to push her down. She belts out a raw, anguished line, "I'm screaming free for you, Amy, to the night sky." But the line that triggered the most backlash? "Everyone knows that my mother is a saintly woman, but she used to say she'd wish that you were dead." At what point does catharsis become cruelty? Fans were split. Some praised Taylor for finally expressing her pain. Others said she went too far, especially by potentially referencing Kim's son, Saint, in the line. Reddit was ablaze with debate. One user posted, "I used to support her music, but wishing death, even in a song, is too much." Another countered, "It's her truth." Artists should be allowed to express pain, even if it makes us uncomfortable. Taylor's history of addressing feuds through music goes way back. From Innocent to Look What You Made Me Do to This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things, her catalog is laced with lyrical retorts. But Thank You Amy struck a new chord. It felt more unfiltered, less polished, and more personal. Swifties noticed other possible digs at Kim, especially in the line, "One day your kid comes home singing a song that only us two are going to know is about you." This seemed to allude to Northwest, Kim's daughter, who has openly shared her love for Taylor's music despite the family feud. How do you protect your peace when your past keeps singing back to you? As the internet erupted, fans began trolling Kim's social media, calling her Amy and flooding her comments with Swift lyrics. It was a digital war zone, but the spectacle raised a deeper concern. What happens when personal feuds are played out in front of millions? What toll does it take on the people involved and their families? Taylor, despite the backlash, stood her ground. The closing lines of Thank You Amy are almost poetic. "I wrote 1,000 songs that you find uncool. I built a legacy you can't undo." For all the pain and ridicule, she reminds us that her strength lies in transforming scars into art. Her fans rallied, others condemned her, but one thing is clear: Taylor Swift is done being silent. She's drawing boundaries in bold capital letters, and whether people like it or not, she's reclaiming her voice. Isn't it time we let women write their own narrative, scars and all?